All of you hoes. All right, I'm closing this door. Don't let your brother go outside. Yeah. All right, I'm closing this door. Don't let your brother go outside. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah. What up, y'all? How you feel? Get excited. Let me mute this computer. Oh, cool. Hey, how you feel, bro? It's Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe, across the entire globe, man. Today on the Merch Life podcast, or the Merchcast for short, man, we're gonna talk about a lot. First of all, I would like to address. I would like to address an issue that we have in our community. Because a lot of people are saying that, a lot of people are in support of what I just saw. And they're like, oh, you talking about my mama? I'm gonna run up on you too. Basically, there is a young woman in her early 20s, late 20s or whatever. And she was discussing, she was in the comments, I'm sorry, not her. In the comments, people were discussing the fact that in the video, the woman she was fighting, even though she was an elder, she was clearly older than 60. And this woman, who was clearly younger than 30, all right, let's say clearly younger than 40, was attacking her physically. And it's crazy. I know it's crazy. But so what happened was the younger woman beat up the older woman, and they were basically saying, hey, you were right, because I would have did the same thing. The younger woman beat up the older woman because she was talking about her mama. So I got a special guest today, and I'm going to show you guys the video also before we even go in and start talking about it. Let me go. Now let me go to Instagram real quick. What notebook, baby? Let me go to my Profigity. Wait a minute, what? I swear I posted that junk. Oh, I did post that junk. All right, bet. Cool. So look, I'm gonna share my screen with y'all now so y'all can see. This debacle that we're discussing. So here's the video right here. This is what happened. This is how it went down. You feel me? Wham. So what happened here, what they're saying in the comments is that the younger lady pulled up on the older lady because the older lady was talking about the younger lady's mom. What, bro? I'm not even gonna give you my opinion right now on this, but we are talking about this live tonight at 8:00 p.m. on the podcast. Subscribe to the Merchcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit that bell button so you know when we go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Get excited. All right. That's enough of that. That is enough of that. So that's what happened, though. So apparently the younger woman pulled up on the older woman because it was like, hey, you was talking about my mom, which is insane. But let's go ahead and get some good opinions on that thing there. And today we got Miss Tamika in the building.
Hi.
Excited. How you feel?
I'm good.
You already know. All right. So, what's your opinion on it? Did you see that video? You want me to play it one more time?
I didn't see all of it. I got so flustered, but I did. I think you should play that one more time because I need to see the full scope of this video. Seriously.
All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna play it one more again. Wait, hold up. Let me run it back. Run it back to the beginning. All right, here it is. So, what happened? You said, "Come on, mama, her name ho." Clearly, country. But yo, what's funny about that is that, like, even on like on the lowest level possible, the girl can't even fight. Like, did you see how she was swinging at her? She can't even fight. But all right, I ain't gonna get into her hand skills. We can talk about that last. So, Miss Tamika, what is your thoughts and how do you feel about what you just saw?
Let me just for a second. Um, first of all, I've noticed something today. A lot of people treat others as if they don't have anybody. That's number one. A lot of people don't have respect for the elderly. That's number two. Number three, which is the biggest thing, is people think they won't get laid the fuck down. Because there's no way in hell that I would let somebody get away with it. You talking about you mad and put your hands on somebody probably twice your age or more because they said something about your mother. So you couldn't just pick up a phone and curse them out. You couldn't go to their door and curse them out and check them and be done with it. You put your hands on this person. No way. Mm-mm. Let me just go to this level and say, not my fucking mother. Not today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not no day. That person will be in the dirt. And somebody could think that I'm just talking because I'm on here. I'm telling you, not my mother. That's all I can say. And you know I don't curse like that, but I'm saying it.
Yeah, you definitely don't. I don't think that like that situation, like I really want to know what transpired before and I want to know what transpired after because I know that wasn't the end of it. That was somebody's mom, somebody's grandmom, somebody's sister, somebody's something. Like so the two things that make me think when I first saw this video was one, what would make you risk your life that way to put your hands on an older woman? Two, where is the person, the daughter? Where is the daughter or the granddaughter? Because if I'm 85 and I say something about somebody's dad and the dude comes and wants to fight me as an 85-year-old, first of all, bro, I already got like 9 sons. Even the sons that ain't my biological blood, you asking for them to prove themselves. Like you asking, like you're giving them a chance for me to like them more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're putting yourself in position to be the reason somebody showed off.
There's just so like
that girl, it's like, all right, so the woman she beat up, she either has a daughter or a granddaughter or a niece or somebody. And it might even be a man at the end of the day. Because if I don't have no females in my family and you do something like that, and like, first of all, that would never be my mom. That would never be my mom. She got too many sisters and she has a daughter and she, even when she get that age, she's still going to know how. Like, you don't lose knowing how to fight. You don't lose it. So
Sure don't.
my mom would have never went down like that. She actually probably wouldn't even have went to the door because my mom play with guns now. She don't even fight no more. So she probably wouldn't even have went to the door. She probably would have shot Shorty through the door because we in Florida, in your ground state. She was trying to break in your office, Your Honor. She was trying to break in. Shot her in her leg twice. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let's get back to the morality of the situation. The morality of the situation is, when did it become okay to attack your elder?
I'm telling you, it's something going on in our world where there's no standards, there's no respect, there's nothing.
I mean, you saw what happened to what was going on in Rome right before the empire fell. You saw what was going on in Kemet right before the empire fell. And I can go back.
Recycling of
right. I can go forward and backwards in history and talk about the same thing. Like, we know, like Sodom and Gomorrah. We know what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah right before it was destroyed. Like, I feel as though we are in the modern day Babylon, the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Because those same things, those same acts are happening today.
Which all scriptures say that things will, and the evil ones will reveal themselves, and they are. Yeah. I'm just, the thing is, that wasn't the end of that story. You know that for certain. Something jumped off later that day, for sure. Because those little kids that were standing around crying, they got a mother or father somewhere that comes with them. Exactly. That loves that lady.
And the fact that little boy, and that little boy is going to be traumatized behind that. He's always going to feel inadequate. He's always going to feel like, I didn't do enough. He's always going to feel, because I know somebody from his family, oh, why you ain't jump in? Why you ain't punch? Why you ain't? Like, he's always going to feel like that. And then the older one, because he was like a teenager or at least 10 years old, he was old enough to just use his body weight to just get her away from his grandmom or his mom or whoever she was to him. But he wasn't thinking fast enough because he's probably never been in a situation like that.
Right.
Probably never been in a position.
A lot of people don't, first of all, they shouldn't have had to even feel that way. They might just be, well-centered, good kids and never seen anything like this. And it was probably traumatic for them. Like you said, their little boy, he might go through a lot. He might not have anybody that says you should have did more, but he might go through a lot. He might start to develop these overprotective tendencies now as a result of that, because I actually know I have a cousin that feels that way.
It's two ways that goes, right? You can either develop overprotective tendencies, or you can start to develop insecurity for inadequacy. Mm-hmm. And insecurity as like, oh, am I really a man if I can't protect? If I can't provide?
And that's horrible. That's so horrible.
And it causes you to do extreme things when those situations do transpire. So like, it could be somebody trying to talk to his mom, or a dude trying to get his girl phone number or something like that. He might react in a way that's totally extreme due to the situation and due to the trauma of the situation, because it was clearly trauma if he was crying. Like, that little boy had to go to therapy behind that because he was really crying. Like, and they came out the house on some like, oh snap, what happened? Because it didn't look like they was at the door when they opened the door. It looked like they came from, because the grandmom said, where y'all at? Like, you could hear her. If you listen to it, you could hear her say, where y'all at? And that's when the two boys come out the house. Like, look, I'm gonna play that joint again real quick. Because she says it. She's like, where y'all at? And as soon as she say, where y'all at, that's when they appear. So I assume that was her saying where y'all at to them. You know what I mean? Watch this shit. This joint crazy. So it's like, she said, where y'all at? That's when the young boys came running out the house. But at that point, see, like me, if that was my grandmom, like, first of all, it would have to be one of two grandmoms for me to actually, and I know this sound crazy. I know this sound wild. But I honestly can only see myself. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. One of my grandmoms, we ain't on the same level as me and my other grandma, but I would still ride for my other grandma, the one that I don't really bang with like that. So scratch that. It
So
ain't
one of your grandmoms, you might not have been needed.
one of my grandmoms, I wouldn't have been needed at all. Hell no. But my Haitian grandma, she's like a Catholic Christian. Like she's not violent. Like, but she'll stab you if she got a weapon because she's still
She Haitian.
she's still Haitian at the end of the day. But I don't see her balling her fist up. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, I don't see me crying about it. Like I see me tackling Shorty. Like Shorty would have got beat like she would have got hurt. We probably would have ended up doing something we regretted to that girl. Like let that have been me and my brother.
I might have regretted.
I would have just been following behind what he do. That man, yeah, she wouldn't have made it. She wouldn't have made it back to her car.
The reason why I know that this is going to be discontinued. And I know that those kids, even the bigger one, the bigger child, I know they were traumatized because when I saw it, I was in shock. I felt hurt because I'm sitting here, are you sick? What? Are you crazy? I'm telling you, it's something going on. There's a lot of people out here don't have no respect for themselves or anybody, and they will do any and everything. This is a lot of reasons why a lot of people don't like to go outside anymore because there's so much going on. And I'm not, hey, Chunky. I don't believe I'm inseparable, but it's some stuff that I won't allow.
Yeah,
I can't allow.
It's certain stuff like for me, right? I had a situation where my daughter was about 6, I think she was about 4 months in the womb. So like she wasn't even old enough to be a preemie yet. Like that would have been horrible. And my baby mom got jumped in front of me. And it wasn't even in front of me. I ain't gonna lie. So this is what happened. I'm in the car. I'm literally in the process of creating content. So I just recorded a video in the car. I'm now editing the video in the car. During the editing process, a fight had started outside of the car. But my baby mom and her sister, they were inside of the store. They came out of the store and somebody swung on her sister, started jumping her sister. So she proceeds to, get in the mix and help her sister. The next person, mind you, that was 2 people fighting her sister. It was 2 more people that was there, started spraying her with mace, and they started to jump her. This is when I was editing the video. By the time I post the video, I end up looking up. I'm like, damn, what's taking so long in the poppy store? I look up, and they both right there getting jumped. So that's what makes me proceed to get out the car. And once I get out the car, I approach the scene or whatever. I'm like, no, y'all gotta chill, blah, 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 blah. And it's a nigga with a gun. Like, yeah, if they don't chill, what you gonna do? Like, basically telling me I gotta chill. So the situation transpired where after the fight was over, after they got jumped, they got back in the car with me. And we proceeded to go where we was going. I dropped them off, did what I had to do, And at the time I was working at Pizza Hut, I was actually on the clock with an order in the car, supposed to be delivering these people food. And this happened. So, of course, the food was late. And of course, I felt inadequate. I'm like, well, if I just had the John, it probably would have ended differently.
Maybe.
But it would have ended worse at the end of the day, because I know how I am.
You don't know how it would have ended. It might not have ended well for everybody. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't have ended well.
2 people with guns and people up close, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It would have ended bad. It would have ended worse than it did, because I would have shot him, probably 4 other people. He would have shot, because I know the John that I had at the time, I only had 6 shots in it anyway, and it wasn't a revolver. So me showing up with with 6 shots in the clip, it's like, what am I really about to do unless I'm John Wick or something? You know what I'm saying? What, I'm gonna take his gun after I kill him? Like, so it just would have ended really bad if I had my John with me that day. And I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't, because I didn't foresee any of this happening. But delivering pizza in Southwest, I used to always have that John with me. And I sold the little John that I had. I sold that John like right after that situation happened. But to put it into perspective, right? When it boils down to you being the person that's there, like the man that's there, and you don't really get to do nothing about what's going on, you start to develop this feeling of like, am I really me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You start to question yourself. Like, you start to look at yourself differently. Like, damn, am I really him or am I not? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like them two young men being that young, it would be worse for them because they wasn't doing nothing. She wasn't doing nothing crazy. She was just putting her hands on it. There wasn't nobody with a gun stopping them from doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of chastisement and criticism from their family members. Like, damn, why you let her do that to grandma and you was right here?
I hope they don't.
I know they will, but I'm saying that to say that we cannot allow, when it comes to stuff like that, right? We can't allow other people's issues or other people's problems or other people's feelings to be projected upon us because of how they feel or what their problem is or what their issue is. Like, those other family members are probably going to be upset. Like, whoever caused that, right? Whoever was the daughter or whoever was the other person involved, because that old lady, she didn't say nothing about Shorty mom just out of the blue. Shorty mom had to already be topic of the discussion. Shorty mom had to already actually be doing something for old head to be talking about her. Like, Shorty mom had, like, come on, bro. Shorty mom not perfect. And I know for a fact she not perfect because she allowed her daughter to go put her hands on her elderly woman.
Right.
So I can't justify you doing that and then try to pretend like your mom, like her sending, I don't even know if she sent her there. Like, with the knowledge, with the information that I have currently, I can't say that was right, bro.
Like, it's just, you talking about words.
Yeah, you talking about somebody saying something.
Every time somebody that said something to me or said something smart to me or said something I didn't like, you can say whatever you want. You can even say something rude about my mom if you want. It's not going to make me go and do something like what she did. You know, now if you saying it and you putting your hands on me or trying to put your hands on me or trying to put your hands on my mom, then we got a problem. But you can say what you want because I clap back quick anyway. So I'm going to get my point across and be fine.
You feel me? And I'm like, bro, this is a bunch of females fighting. You and me both like, what's up? And he grabs the joint like, hey, bro, you gonna get back in the car? I'm like, nigga, no, I'm not about to get. I'm like, no, I'm not getting back in the car, bro. What you talking about? Like, that's what you saying? Like, y'all gotta chill. Like, no. And then when I start slinging bitches by their weave and shit, now it's a problem. Now you want to shoot me because I'm fighting females, but you stood right there, bro. Like, you right, you a nigga too, you a dude too. What's up?
Half of the people out here can't really even fight. It's a bunch of rah 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 and cat swinging, and that's about it.
No, Roblox not allowed on my phone. Go in the living room. I love you.
Now, half of the things that people say that they want to do when they go and think, you know, a lot of people these days think that they could do a one punch or throw something at somebody or whatever, and it's going to be okay. And then when they feel that wrath come at them, they like, oh, you know, they don't know what to do. Now they want to start throwing around furniture and all this and that. What you throwing that around for? Because you couldn't handle what I just gave you?
Yeah.
Half of the people out here can't fight. They too high
Way more than half. Half of the niggas
Too
smoke
high.
backwoods and don't run at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. They don't have the
So they
energy.
don't got the lung capacity to go 3 rounds with you at all.
Listen, I've seen people that are half my body weight that can't keep up with me. So, and they definitely
It's rude to ask what
they
your body weight is on live right now.
shush.
I know I ain't supposed to ask a female that. I'm sorry.
Never.
All right, so let's. I raise my hand.
I don't know.
You say lower hand. Yeah, you do that. So let's do it like this then. What would you say your body type is? I'm trying to get the correct description for the viewers so they can understand, because they only can see your forehead right now. They can only see your head. They don't know what to see. No, I'm not saying they need to see. I'm saying you said somebody half your size. So like, what is that size? Like, what do that mean? Like,
what's this? What's the goddess feature? The of fertility.
Oh, the goddess of fertility.
Yes, similar.
All right, I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna show people
similar. I might have like a little bit less, but similar.
Remember who you are.
But from the person that I am and the person I've been raised and groomed to be, even though I'm pleasant and calm, and I would never, like, I just don't go around trying to do anything to anybody. But I've been told by my uncles to use my shoulder and throw it. Don't do none of that cat stuff. If somebody's trying to harm you, that's what you do. And then I got other things when they got something else.
You said use your shoulder?
That's right. Throw it with your shoulder, Nisi.
Oh, you talking about the punch? Yeah, if you twist your waist and you bend that right knee or that left knee, it depends on which hand you throwing. But if you bend that opposite knee and you twist your waist, like you trying to turn your body, and you motherfucking lean into that joint with your
like most people do. But I was told
most people don't do that. Most people don't even swing. Most people do this.
Yeah, that's not me.
They try to hit you with this part of their knuckle. Like,
no, not me.
I don't get it. I never
get this. You gonna get the shoulders. You gonna get a chin check. You getting it all. If you trying to hurt me, and definitely don't try to put your hands on my mind. We got a problem.
Yeah, you tripping. You do that. That's crazy. Like, that's asking for.
Anybody did this to that lady like that.
Like, I be feeling like that's asking for a death wish, because it's like
the other
bro, that's my mom, bro. Even if I was arguing with her today, I will kill you about my mom, bro. Like, and do the time with a smile on my face. Like, and I'm never gonna be hungry in that joint. Ever.
All
I say is I'm in here for murdering a nigga that violated my mom. What? Hey, yo, get my man a soup. My man need 2 honey buns. He killed a nigga about his mom. What? You gonna be royalty in the jail. You gonna be royalty in the prison.
But the other part of it, speaking of prison, that we haven't touched base on is that girl don't know what happened to that lady. When a person gets past a certain age, you can't just be hitting somebody around and all of that. Anything could have happened. Remember the man? I don't know if you remember this, like about 3 or 4 years ago, an ugly man got jumped by these 2 teenagers.
It was like 14.
He died from an aneurysm because they punched him in his head a couple times.
Mm-hmm. And now
you don't know what you could have did with this to this lady.
And what's crazy is they all being tried as adults and going to federal.
Yeah, as they should.
It's fucked up because 2 of the boys is 14. I already know what's going to happen when they get to prison.
I don't know what they're doing out here. I don't know what kind of drugs, but I don't condone it. But some of these people need to just smoke some weed and sit down.
Yeah, smoke that weed and sit down. So this is one of the sculptures that they found.
Really? Did you?
The African. I just want y'all to see that. That's it. I'm gonna leave it alone after that, though.
Really?
Hey, listen, you said it, so I put it up there. You need to find your song.
Okay.
Why Chunky knocking on my door right now?
Oh, I sincerely pray that that woman is okay. I and I hope that the children don't feel any inadequacies because of this, because they might just not be the type of children to respond to things. They might just be, living in a world where this doesn't happen to them and they didn't know what to do. I mean, you see them putting their hands up trying to, tell her please. Like, I mean, they did what they thought they could do. They're not about their life. Now, there's some kids in my family on the other hand that are a little bit crazy. And it wouldn't have went down like that, especially that Aunt Pearl. Because my mom is everything to people that's not even family members. Like everybody call her Aunt Pearl. Everybody know my mom. So there's no way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it because even my kids, like even my children, even my children, like they love me. Like everyone knows how I treat my children and how much they love me. And they love me. Right. But let me doink one of their moms in front of them. What? Let me raise my voice at one of their moms in front of them. And if I'm playing or something, right? If we like having an actual argument, they mind their business because they know they're supposed to stay in a child's place. But if they see that I'm playing and they see that I'm like aggressive about it or whatever, what? The kids will jump me about their mom. Me. They'll jump me about their mom. So I know a stranger come knock on this door and start swinging. First of all my baby moms can fight. Matter of fact, I'm lying. 2 of my baby moms can fight. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 will beat you the fuck up. Not you, but 2 out of 3 can throw hands.
Great correction. But I get what you're saying.
I heard that. I seen it. I committed for ages. So basically, like what I'm saying is that if a stranger come knock on one of their doors and start swinging on them,
as they should.
They probably not gonna make it back to the car.
As they should.
Keep it a being. They not gonna make it back to the car. Like for real.
I'm so you don't understand that when I saw that it took me off guard. It took me off guard when I saw him. Like my heart dropped.
You can play on the iPad. You want to play Roblox on my phone? That's what you're saying? I'm sorry, 40. I don't got enough memory to download Roblox on my phone. Man. You play Pokemon. Why are you so smart? Here, man. You can play Pokemon. Get out of here, bro. Jeez. Ain't no Pokemon catch in this house?
Yeah, I just hope that she's okay. She's probably very shaken up. I hope she's okay. And I hope that the person who did that gets what they deserve. That's all I can say.
To be honest with you, I don't even wish bad stuff on people, but I just hope that God's will is done. I just hope that, because I don't know what transpired before that. Like I don't know that woman, and I don't know what she said, and I don't know who she got behind her, and I don't know what type of trauma the one that was hitting her has been through, or what reason she had for coming over there. Because she seems smart enough to not do something like that, but she also seems ghetto enough to do something like that, and she also seems like whoever she really was looking for was avoiding her.
Well,
that's what it seemed like to me. I mean, I don't know, but that's the thing I don't know.
What it seemed like to me was she was avoiding the person that she really was mad about, because if you really coming for somebody and you looking for that person and you know you're not there, what you coming to the door for, messing with their family for? Why don't you stand there till they get back? Stop being a punk all your life. Mm-hmm. It was a punk move. Who does that? Step to the person you mad about, you mad with. Why would you go after somebody grandmama? That doesn't even make sense. You knew that woman couldn't beat you. You knew, and you didn't even do a good job of it.
Exactly. You took forever to put her down. Like you were swinging at her waist. Like you didn't have no accuracy. You had your head down and you were swinging like this. Like this, how she was punching her.
I got kids in my family. They would have drugged that girl all over their grass and threw her in the street.
You seen it though, right? Like she's like this, with her eyes closed, head down, all that.
And you're right. You know, we can't wish bad on anyone, but I do hope that she gets whatever she deserves. Whatever she deserves, she needs to get. Whatever that may be. Whether it's in this lifetime or the next. But
yeah,
that was wrong. That was wrong.
That was, yeah, I feel like that was totally wrong, man. I don't think anything like that should ever happen to anyone.
Never.
Elderly person and it be done by a younger person. That's just not fair at all. But
and she's blessed that she didn't come across the wrong grandma.
The wrong grandma with a switchblade in her pocket.
Listen.
Or a grandma like mine. Cause my grandma don't be violent or nothing, but I feel like my grandma always ready, yo. Like she always ready. Like she would have had like those little sledgehammers you crack open crabs with?
Yeah.
Like
mallet, like
she had something like that. Like she would have never came to the door empty-handed. Like my grandma, first of all, she don't trust nobody. So she wouldn't even open the door. She would have been talking about what you here for like 7 minutes before she even opened the door. Like that would have never been my grandma, either one of them. The Haitian one especially, and not the American one. The American one would have been like, who are you and why are you here? You didn't tell me you was coming. I ain't opening it. She would have been like, I'm calling Mira right now. Matter of fact, she would have had my aunt on speakerphone while she was answering the door. Like that would have never happened to my grandma. Either one of them, bro. Either one of them. I don't even like, that's what makes me so eager to find out the entire story, because I'm like, why she open the door? Knowing Shorty was talking like that. Why did Shorty come to their house? And why she choose that house? Why she didn't go to the daughter house? Like I got so many questions. I got so many questions behind that. Like, and where's the daughter at? Like,
sometimes do stuff to people they know they can get away with it.
She ain't getting away with that.
Oh no, she's not. But she got away with it enough to
catch her ass at the daycare. Like, yeah, I knew you had to pick your son up today. Put him in the car. Go ahead.
Oh, sure. Now, you know what the flip side of this could also be, that maybe she went there to do this to draw the other person out.
It could be that she was the one being bullied, and we don't know that because we only got this side of the story. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need to know everything.
But if that's the case, then it would shed light on why she did it. If that's the case, then she did it to lure the other person to say, "Look, come on, like."
Yeah, but that's still a loss, though. But I feel like that's still a loss on her behalf. That's still a loss. So, growing up, being around a lot of fighters, and I'm not a fighter. Let's make this clear. I'm not a person that attacks first unless I feel threatened. I'm not a person that is like, super aggressive. I'm not even a person that is like super insecure or vigilant, right? Like I give niggas a chance. If it looked like niggas about to rob something, I'm like, hold up, let me see one of them grab their waist first, and then we can make a move. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't about to do nothing to these niggas, and we don't know what they really in here for. You feel me? Like, because I used to throw a lot of parties back in the day, and when I used to throw parties, people used to tell me, yo, if you're not going to participate in the party, you need to watch the party. And you need to relay messages. I literally bought 2 pairs of walkie-talkies from Dollar General so that my parties could be more secure. Instead of niggas walking up to each other and whispering in their ear, now we just like, yo, you see the bull with the red shirt at the back door? The fuck you keep looking out the back door for?
Mm-hmm.
See, like we bought walkie-talkies just so we could do that. So with saying that, it's like you gotta know who your ops and your allies are, because sometimes ops can be allies if y'all have a mutual op, right? And you gotta be aware. You gotta be clairvoyant enough to see things coming before they happen. So like if I know for a fact, like a year ago we was beefing with these niggas, but we cool with these niggas now, and these niggas happen to be at the party, they might still want to get back, whether we be cool now or not. I still got to keep my eye on them. I don't care if we've been cool. I don't care if we've been cool for 9 months. I don't trust them niggas.
Things are different now. Like years ago, there's a lot of people that I don't know if you know this, but Germantown here in Philly. You know what Germantown is because you don't like it. Anywho,
I don't like nothing about Uptown. anything past motherfucking anything past Erie Ave, I'm good off of that.
So in Germantown they have a Germantown Day, and they have it on Wayne Avenue. So it's like a big giant hood day. People that used to shoot at each other back in the day, who done been in fights and lost like people,
day.
They come together now.
What?
These are people that's 50-something years old, 40-something years old. They come together on the Ave. They bring their kids.
So I tried to kill you in like 96.
They don't even go through this no more. But people today are different. They hold grudges deeper. They go through a lot of crazy. Yeah, things are different now. I've seen it. I've seen people. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh wow. Dang, I remember them. They was trying to kill each other. And everybody be out there, they have hug. This is my son, such and such, this is my daughter, da 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 da. And it's like amazing to see it, but I know
it's the same way with Overbrook
and it's not everywhere.
It's crazy. It's the same way with Overbrook and Southwest or Overbrook and Upper Darby. Upper Darby just now became gangsters though. Niggas wasn't gangsters all their life. Like Upper Darby just now got in the mix. I would say like 20 years ago is when they first started doing shit, and I'm 31.
I don't know nothing about. I know a couple people from Winfield way back. But I really don't know people in Overbrook in this side of town. I just live here. I know a lot of people in South Philly. I know a lot of people in North. I know a lot of people in Germantown. That's it.
So for me, right, my family. So my mom's side stems from Lansdowne Avenue, but my dad's side stems from Lansdowne Avenue because my dad is the Haitians. My mom is basically niggas from South Carolina that came to Philly.
Okay.
Once they set up shop in the 70s, like I said, once they set up shop in the 70s, I ain't about to give my mom age away. I was really about to tell you, but I ain't gonna do it on live. I'm gonna do it another day.
Thank you.
So anyway, basically my mom and my dad met in Overbrook High School, where Will Smith, the rapper, he graduated the same year as my mom and my dad. So if you got Google, you can look that up and you can find out how old they all are. But I ain't finna tell you because my mom would not be okay with that. He don't give a fuck. My dad don't care. Mom, she ain't gonna like that. So me personally, for the sake of my mother, because I respect my mother, I love my mother, I'm not gonna tell you her age. You gotta Google it yourself.
Okay.
So Will Smith could have been my dad. She say that shit all the time. Yeah, Will Smith could have been your pop if I ain't turned him down. Got a pocket, shorty. So basically, I look at that like, okay, Will Smith could have been my dad. Okay, so that means that technically, if we talking about like when I was conceived, I basically come from The Bridge Is Over. The Bridge Is Over. I come from that era. I come from KRS-One. I come from like, I ain't even gonna say Nas beefing with Jay-Z because I was alive when that
after.
Yeah, I was alive when that happened. Yeah. Actually, I was old enough. I was old enough to choose a side. That's crazy, right? I chose Nas, and what's even crazier is that when I chose Nas, my uncle, my cousin, and my aunt, they all was like, oh, well, my aunt, she actually didn't say this, but my cousin and my uncle, they both was like, you tripping. Hove about to take over, Hove this, Hove that. And I'm like, but he's from Brooklyn. And they're like, no, but he's still a New York nigga. We from Philly. At the end of the day, why does it matter if they from Brooklyn or from Queens?
I don't care where they're from. I just like Nas.
And hold up now. I like Nas better because of Nas's message.
Right.
And I was young. This is how you know it's already built into your DNA, because I was too young to even understand what Nas's message was and what Jay-Z's message was. But I like Nas better because of his message. And they told me that I was tripping because Hove was a street nigga and Nas was trying to be Nas was trying to be this, Nas was trying to be that. Once I saw Belly and I saw the psychological change in DMX's character when he became, and you know, that was a play on the Nation of Islam. That was a play on Malcolm X's death. That was a play on, like, everything he did in the movie Belly was leading up to them showing you that, hey, yo, this is what we did with the informants that we infiltrated the NOI with. The reason we was able to kill Malcolm X and get away with it. Like, that whole shit was wrapped up behind DMX's character. So when I saw that, I automatically gravitated towards it because I always have been I honestly believe that I was reincarnated after an activist died. My mother was born. A lot of you not. You can look this shit up. And I hate to give away your age, Mom. I love you so much. But my mother was born on the exact day that Fred Hampton was murdered.
Never know.
But Jay-Z was too. He said, I was born on the night Fred Hampton died. You know what made me discover the night my mom was born? When I was trying to prove him wrong. I'm like, nigga, you wasn't born the night Fred Hampton died. And I looked that shit up. And my mom was born the same night. My mom was born the same night as Jay-Z. The same night that Fred Hampton was murdered in his bed next to the pregnant mother of his child. Next to his child, he was murdered.
Yeah, it was horrible.
That's crazy to me. So what made me always want to become who I am is the fact that happened. One, the fact number two is that my father dabbled in the crack game and never wanted to be a drug dealer. He only did it because he wanted to support his family. And number three is that my mom, when my dad went to jail, my mother had to defend the fort. And when I say defend the fort, I'm talking about the 380 snub nose revolver with 6 shots in it, and she had to use 4 of them. I'm talking about that. You feel me? But like everything behind my legacy involves the defense by one family member of what another family member built. Right? Because even if we talk about the North Carolina side, the reason that they built the wealth they built in, I don't know if it was North or South, wherever Marion is, Marion, the city, wherever that's at, it's in that Carolina. So the reason that wealth was even built to be able to defend was so that people could establish themselves up north so they wouldn't have to worry about defending their wealth. And I ain't never really want to be an activist, but I did always want to do right for my people. And I did always want to make sure that my legacy was fulfilled so that the people after me didn't have to start from where I started from. Because I looked at it like, okay, you was an activist, my grandfather was an activist, or y'all escaped slavery by participating in the revolution, and y'all did this and y'all did that. And my grandfather, personally, that moved my grandmother here, and she had 6 of his children, and only 2 of them were born in Haiti, which is my dad and his little sister were the only 2 that were born in Haiti. My grandfather went back to Haiti from America, from Philadelphia, PA. He went back to Haiti to sell. He owns 4 churches and 36 acres of land in Haiti, 36 acres. He went to Haiti to sell his farm, 36-acre farm. He went back to Haiti to sell that and died there. Not only did he die, but the person that was there with him at the time he died to purchase the farm from him. This is another man that was there to buy the 36-acre farm. They got the contract on the table. And he's like, yeah, I gave you the tour. I showed you around. You still want this, John? If you sign this paper right here, we can begin the purchasing process. They both were found dead at that farm. Both of them. So it wasn't him. It wasn't the guy that was purchasing it from him that killed him, because he was dead next to him. Like, they both got killed during that deal. And the Haitian government tried to say, oh, he was purchasing the land and he killed the man he was purchasing the land from. And in my mind, looking back at the records, after my grandmother told me the story, I'm trying to ask, like, if the nigga that was buying the land from him killed him, why does it say the nigga that was purchasing the same person's name that's on the contract that didn't sign the contract yet is the same person that was murdered next to him with the same gun, with the same bullets? So that means whoever fired that gun shot both of them. Like, what do you, like, how dumb do you gotta be not to put that together? If you told me it was the same gun and it was the same bullets, why wouldn't you think that it was the same murderer that killed both of them and they died in the same room on the same day?
Maybe the government wanted their land for themselves. I don't know.
Maybe so.
Development.
Maybe so. But my grandmother, she told me the story, and I got the voice recording still to this day. She told me the story, and she said that I never, ever, ever tried to find out what really happened to him. I just wanted to leave Haiti all the way alone.
Wow.
She said she couldn't bring herself to investigate. And then on top of that, she like, I got 6 of his children that I need to raise. If I start investigating, something might happen to me.
Yeah. Sounds like something that needs to go into your either autobiography or biography.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The foundation of the evolution of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Sounds popping.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, because it's like, y'all really trying to say that my grandpa wasn't putting that work in when I don't know how much it costs in the 80s to bring 6 people to America. Well, 10 people, because you're talking about 6 children, and then, you really talking about 4 children because they wasn't born at the time. But you're talking about 6 children, altogether 6 children and 2 adults. That shit not cheap, bro. And then you're talking about owning property in Haiti and then purchasing property in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Like, what? You know how expensive it is to get a house in Philly right now?
Well, they say
living in a house
from
for
other nations and countries has never been cheap. You have to have a certain amount of money, even way back. And now they allow this whole sponsorship thing. But I think back then that wasn't even relevant. You just had to have the money that they said you had to have.
Yeah.
Per person.
Yeah, that was a lie. Regardless, that shit was a lie.
Right.
But she's talking about, I told her, I'm like, well, when you eat noodles in Philly, eating noodles mean you poor. She really like bust out laughing when I said that to her. She was like, y'all eating noodles when y'all poor?
Oh, wow.
My grandma was like, all we ate was rice for a year straight. Like, just white rice, no sauce, no flavor. Like, nigga, just white rice.
Eating to survive.
She was like,
we're spoiled and we don't really know how spoiled we are.
Super spoiled. She said, you know how many times I made gravy out of just water and flour?
Right.
And I'm like, well, how you turn it brown? Like, how you even make it flavorful? And she just laughed. She never answered me. She just laughed.
Pepper, a little salt, white gravy.
Bro, I still cannot fathom the depths.
But just think about how spoiled we are. And I'm so spoiled. It's ridiculous because I don't even eat white rice. I refuse to eat white rice. You can ask my mother, my mom make rice, and where somebody have something that they brought or whatever, it got white rice. I'm not eating it. I don't want no white rice. I don't even like that. The starchy stuff. So just imagine having to have it. I don't want nothing like that.
Yo,
Detriment.
I'm excited because I just looked at YouTube and I'm at 333 subscribers right now.
What? Wow.
Yeah, 333.
What was it the last time you looked at it?
It was 332. But but the goal, listen, the goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers and to have 40,000 watch hours or 4,000 watch hours.
Oh, okay.
By a certain date. And I wrote the date down on Facebook earlier, but we're gonna reach them goals. I'm excited about reaching them goals, man. Okay. I'm just excited about doing this in general because I know that when I become monetized on YouTube, then there will be no more worries for basic income, right? So making 3 to 6K a month just posting videos on YouTube, you should be able to utilize your time and utilize your funds to do bigger and better things and get you out of, you know what I'm saying, rat races or situations that you may be in because of finances currently. So that's the goal.
And that's an awesome goal.
Yes, ma'am. That's an awesome goal. So I just need 777 more subscribers, which will be easy. That'll happen in the next 30 days or less.
Almost at half of that. So
now I'm saying I need 1,000 subscribers total.
Okay. I know.
That's so 333 plus 777 is, that's actually 10, 10, 10, but don't tell nobody I said that.
Oh, I thought you were saying you needed 700 something more. Is that what you're saying?
Well, technically, I only need 660. Oh, what's another 3? All right, so
okay.
What's 333 minus 1,000? That's how much I need.
Okay. Good. Well, you on a roll. You on a roll. And you'll get it.
So I need 667.
Yeah, 667 it is.
So you just did the math on your phone?
Yes. I couldn't think.
That's
when
fire.
I'm not at work, I can't think anymore.
No, that's fire because I'm super confident now because I just did the math in my head and I'm like, 667.
I could not. I tried and my brain is fried of thinking about me for anything.
I already know how I go. Well, thank you for coming through. Thank you for showing up, Miss Tamika Scott. Get excited. I'm Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for pampreneurs across the globe. This was the Merch Life Podcast, episode number 5. If my memory doesn't serve me correct, it might be episode number 6. Ooh, but we busy over here, man. So we be working. You feel me? I ain't got no VA. I ain't got no virtual assistant. If you're looking for work, if you're looking for internship, Merch Life Industries is definitely hiring for about 8 positions. We need content creators, we need editors, we need email marketers, we need support staff. We need a bunch of things, man. So I'll put the list up on my Facebook account later this week. But if you are interested, just DM me, DM Tamika, DM Monifa, DM anybody on the staff, man. And we'll get right with you. You already know. So yeah, get excited. This is the Merch Cast episode 4 or 5. We're not sure. But
or 6.
Or 6. Could be 6. But we'll see y'all next week, Monday, 8 p.m. EST. Get excited. I love y'all. See y'all soon, man.